Hola mi gente, welcome to Kiss My Crafts, the crochet edition. And as I promised, this is it. This is it. This is where we're going down the rabbit hole, Valerie. um what we're gonna make is this beautiful shawl that you see right here. This is called the Virus Shawl. And I'm gonna tell you, mi gente, I had so much trouble trying to get this video done because I did the little test runs and nothing was coming out right. And the final thing, I was trying to be comfortable because I like to crochet in my recliner, but for some reason, every time I moved, it would get out of focus, in focus, out of focus. And so I don't like watching shit like that. So why would I want you to watch it? So the best place was to do it at my table. I'm sitting on a high stool because um I can't use my recliner at the table because where the table is positioned, I have another folding chair, but it's too low and that bothers my knees. So I'm on this stool and I don't know how long I'm gonna last because I have a feeling my butt's gonna fall asleep. So let's get into the virus show, okay? I don't want to make this a 9-hour video, but let me tell you, I was all set to make the video and the man thing called. So I talked to him for a while. My dad went to sleep, so it was the perfect opportunity to record the video. Then my neighbors started playing music. I can't have their music on my video, even like the bass of it, even if you don't hear it that well, YouTube picks it up. And the last time that happened, I got a copyright claim, which is different than a strike. From what I understood, a copyright claim is you're going to share revenue with the artist of the music. And okay, we're going to share 4 or 5 cents. Okay. Anyway, so I don't want that to happen. That freaked me out a little bit. I don't want any trouble with my channel. I want my channel to stay here forever or as long as I need it to be or want it to be. Anyway, oh, so they started playing music. Okay, so I waited and I did a couple more test runs and pulled out yarn that I want to show you, pulled out these projects that I want to show you, and then they stopped playing music. And I was like, yes. But then guess what happened? The old man woke up. So when he wakes up at this time, and it's like the evening right now, it's about 7ish. It's dinner time. So he goes straight to the dining table and sits there and waits. So now I have to stop. I have to go get him something to eat. He's having stomach issues, so he didn't want nothing heavy. So that was a little easy for me. So okay, he said, I come back to the room, start recording my video. My neighbors start playing music again. I'm like, I couldn't fucking win. So he's up, they're quiet, he's fed. He's gonna go watch his TV for a little while. I don't have to give him his meds yet. So, here we go. Long ass intro. Okay, so this is the Virus Shawl. Okay, and I made this with Shawl in a Ball yarn in the colorway Prism. This is some gorgeous yarn. So it's Shawl in a Ball by Lion Brand. Okay, and it's a medium weight yarn, number 4. This has 481 yards. For this shawl, you need about 600. I like a big shawl, so I would recommend getting, if you're getting a high yardage scheme of yarn like this one. This is pretty higher yardage. It's almost 500 yards. Get 2 if you want a big shawl. If you just want to cover your shoulders, you want a short one, then 1 is enough because this is Shawl in a Ball and this is supposed to be enough for at least this shawl that they give you the pattern for on the inside of the wrapper. This is the colorway for this is Prism. Okay, and this is cotton and acrylic mix. There's another fiber, but it's not listed. I usually use acrylic yarn. I can't deal with the wool and the expense of fancy expensive yarns. I just can't. Lion Brand does put out, and I'm not an affiliate or anything, but they put out a lot of beautiful yarns with blends and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we're not here to talk about yarns, but this is the yarn I used for this. This is going to be a gift. I'm still thinking of putting, since I have a lot more of the skein left, I'm thinking of putting another, maybe one or two more repeats of the stitches. So it's gorgeous. Look at this, mi gente. There is, I don't know if you, it's not picking up on camera, but there's a metallic thread running through this. And in person, oh, there, we almost had that beautiful shine that I see. It's just gorgeous, and it's nice and soft. And I made one for a friend, and she just, in cool weather in winter, she wears it under her coat. In cool weather, she wears it over her shoulders. You can wear it as a shawl, you can wear it as a scarf. I mean, it's just gorgeous. There is also the pattern for a poncho that I also made, and I'll put a picture of it right here. And there's also a pattern for a blanket, which I also made, and I'll put it right here. I tell you, this pattern has to be, it's my favorite. It's my favorite pattern ever, okay, for everything. What we're going to use today, wait, let me show you another colorway of that shawl in a ball. But this is not a ball, it's a cake, which they discontinued, and I'm really not happy that they discontinued the cakes. I like working from cakes. Um, this cake's almost done. But if I was working out of a cake today, I would be using my beautiful yarn bowl that Mindy gave me. Isn't that gorgeous? It's my hook that we're going to use today. I'll get into that in a second. But the skein that I'm using today is way too big. I could have balled it up, but I'm lazy. I work from the skein. So this is shawl and a cake. They discontinued the cakes, but you find the same colorways in the ball. This one is Moonstone. This is also going to be a gift. This one's about a little, I'd say about half done, maybe a little more than half done. And it also has that beautiful metallic thread running through it, and the thread is not scratchy at all. Okay, put that away. Now let me get into the pattern. The Virus Shawl was designed, and I'm not 100% accurately sure that this is it, because I got a little confused with some of the research I did on the shawl. But I found out about it through she's a creator and she's on Ravelry, Jonna Martinez. She did a video, and I followed the video because I couldn't find a written pattern. But I found out that the designer is named Julia Marquardt, and I believe she's German or Dutch, and she runs Woolpedia with a team of other people. And so that's where you would find videos for left-handed, right-handed people, how to do the Virus Shawl. How did it get its name? Because it was originally, I think, in German, the instructions. And I don't remember the name, the original name, but it got its name because when this pattern came out, it went viral. Everybody was making it, and people are still making it. Okay, I know I am. I've made several. But you can use most any yarn. We're gonna be using Red Heart Super Saver Ombre. This is one of the yarns I mentioned, Valerie, to you, that you can find in Walmart. I love this because I love how the color works up. It blends into each other really nice. You find a lot of these long striping colors, color yarn, long color striping yarns And the color changes abruptly, and some people don't like that. I don't mind it, but I won't use it in just any pattern, because when you see it sometimes it just doesn't look right to me. I like the colors to blend, and with the ombre you get that blend. And I said it was from Red Heart, right? Well, you can see. This is also a worsted weight yarn. This is the colorway Deep Teal. And it's a size 4. Now, with yarn, it's funny because this is also a size 4. And I'm gonna keep this brief. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna try to give lessons here because I am no expert. I'm no teacher. But I will share information that I know. You see there's a difference. This one looks thinner and this one looks thicker, but they're the same worsted size 4. So we're gonna be working the shawl with this. I gotta look at my notes to make sure that I covered everything I wanted to say. My hook size. Now, the original pattern calls for a G hook, which is, I think, a 4.0 millimeter. I don't have the numbers memorized, so I don't know what the millimeters I'm working with are, but I'm not using a G hook. G hook for me is too small, especially for this yarn. This yarn they recommend, I think it's a J, but I'm not going that big either. No, actually they're recommending an I hook, which is what I'm using. And I've had these hooks for about 10 years. I have the whole set. This is the Tulip Etimo. And I absolutely love them. I can't use the regular average metal hooks because my hands start hurting after a while. These are comfortable. There's other styles. Clover has one that has a wide middle as well. I could use those. I had a set that I gave to my mom, and when she passed away, I passed them along to a cousin. So these are the Tulip Etimos, and they're pretty pricey, but I got a good deal on them when I was shopping around, and I had them on my wish list, and I checked every day because, you know, on Amazon prices fluctuate. And then it went from almost $70 for the set. I think it's a set of 8, and it comes in a nice fold up snapped little wallet thing, and it has a pocket, a little zippered pocket that you can put your darning hooks or needles, and what do you call those markers, stitch markers, your scissors, your measuring tape. It's a big enough pocket to put whatever you need as far as tools is concerned. The only thing that I don't like about these is that this is rubbing off, and that's where the information, the size and all that is. I don't like that. I wish they would make them etched, at least the size etched into the plastic, but they're very comfortable. If you have arthritis, you have hand issues and you stop crocheting because of that, get something with get a hook with something thick in the middle. What is wrong with me? Why did I laugh? That wasn't even funny. So I'll be using this. You can use whatever. And the reason I go higher than what they recommend on the pattern is because I want my shawls to be drapey and flowy. Of course, if you want, this was done with an eye hook. And you see it's very open and airy and lacy. And that's how I like it because of the fanciness of it and the metallic sheen and all that. It should be drapey, and it'll wrap around whoever is going to get this. It's going to wrap around all their whole shoulder and arms and hug them beautifully. This yarn here is a little stiffer, even though it's nice to work with. It's not like Red Heart, the average dark colored Red Heart Super Savers, which I find rough and I don't use anymore. But this will give you a stiffer this will give you a stiffer shawl. Okay, it will wash and soften up, but I don't know if this pills. Red Heart Super Saver regular, when you wash it, that shit pills. So you need like a shaver for it. So I'm gonna still stay with the eye hook. I want to use this yarn because it'll be easier for you to see the stitches than this yarn. This yarn here, it's, you see how it is? It's not like this. This is nice and even and straight and easy to work with. Not that this isn't easy. I love working with this yarn, but not everybody may like it because of the texture. There's another yarn that I also use for, wait, I gotta move my stool. Boy, are we ever gonna get into the crocheting? I wanted to show you this yarn because it's one of my absolute favorite yarns to make this shawl with. Even though Shawl on the Ball has kind of taken over a little bit because I bought so many during COVID. Lion Brand was throwing the only sales, and this is a $9. This is $9, a scheme regular price. Okay, if you get a coupon or you get a sale, then you're lucky. But this is $9.99 normally. Okay, you got a lot of yardage. It's totally worth it. But during COVID, Lion Brand was, through the emails, was throwing sales 4 for $10. What did you think I was gonna do? I bought $40 and $50 worth at a time because the sale happened more than once. It happened quite a few times. So I stocked up on the ones that I like. Okay, so this is the other one. Also by Red Heart. It's Red Heart Unforgettable. And the colorways that they have are absolutely gorgeous. This is soft. I think there's a wool blend. Let me just double check. Oh no, it says it's 100% acrylic. Okay, but it is so soft. The thing, I didn't use this because the texture of this yarn goes thin and thick. And it changes up here and there. So you see it's a little thinner here, a little thicker here. But oh my god, this yarn is absolutely yummy, and the colorways, I have several of them, are gorgeous. This one is Gossamer. This is also a 4 worsted weight medium, and it says to work it with a J hook, but I do the picture I showed you of the first shawl that I made. That one was done with the Red Heart Unforgettable. I did that with an eye hook and it came out absolutely gorgeous. I guess a J hook would be good too, but I think J's are too big. But look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Imagine this worked up in that shawl. Okay, let's get on with it. I hope I covered everything that you need, because basically you need yarn and you need a hook. If you want your yarn, your shawl to be tighter and less airy and the holes a little more together or closed, then go down a hook size. That's not a problem. You can use fingering weight yarn if you just want a small yarn, or you want to use up a lot of yarn and make a big shawl in fingering weight yarn, but I'll definitely go down hook size depending on the yarn that you're using. So this is a very versatile shawl because you can basically use whatever yarn you want, whatever hook you want. Okay, this is going to work up beautifully. It's just going to be a little more stiffer than this one. I did make one in Quran cakes, if you're familiar with that, or Karen cakes. And it came out beautiful, and it was warm and it was snuggly, but it still had that lacy look. And I'll throw a picture of it right here. Yeah, can you tell that I love this fucking pattern? All right, mi gente, let's get on with it. I'm gonna take a sip of my I got some grape ginger ale. I just love this stuff because I've been talking too much. I'm very nervous. I want this to come out good. And I want you to be able to understand everything that I'm doing and follow along. You can slow down the videos, you could speed up the videos. I'm going to do most of it in real time, and only speed up where I'm doing like 20 double crochets or some shit like that, okay? Okay, let's get started. Oh my goodness. So first we want to do a slip knot, and this is how I do my slip knots. I wrap the yarn twice around my finger, pull this one to the front, then pull this one to the front, and I have my slip knot, okay? You do your slip knot however you want. Now, for newbies or people that want to learn how to crochet, you can make this this shawl by knowing 1, 2, 3, 4 basic simple stitches. 2 are so basic that you have to know them just to make anything crochet related, which is the slip knot, slip stitch, and a chain. That's 3. I'm sorry, it's 5 altogether. So you got to know how to make a slip knot, you got to know how to make a chain, and you got to know how to make what did I say? A slip stitch. All right. And the other 2 basic stitches are a single crochet and a double crochet. And that's US terms. UK terms, the single crochet equals the double crochet for you guys, and the double crochet equals the treble crochet for you guys. Treble crochet for us is the triple crochet. All right, let's get on. I'm not here to do a tutorial. I got a knot. Okay, I hate when this happens. Okay. But at least it's not bad. That'll give me some, because you're gonna see me pulling on the yarn. I wish I could use my yarn ball, but that, I guess I could lean it on. Yeah, I can actually just lean it there, right? Okay. So it won't go rolling around. Hopefully it won't. Okay, as long as there's no more knots. Oh my god, this just made me more nervous. I didn't plan for this, mi gente. I didn't think about it. I should have planned for this and taken care of this before. Get that slip knot going again, because I'll do it again. Slow. Give yourself a little tail. Everybody needs a little tail now and then. Okay. Let's get serious. Stop. This is serious. This is yarn. Okay, wait. I gotta fix this chair because my butt's falling asleep already. With all that freaking cushion. Wait, my foot's in the way. Okay, I don't wanna. Okay, let me take another sip of my. And it don't have no liquor. I don't care what you think. Take a sip of my ginger ale. I slurped a little bit. Okay. So get your slip knot on your hook, and I want you to chain 10 chains. Okay, we're gonna do a chain 10. Oh my goodness, I'm already messing up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I always do things like this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're gonna make a ring. Put your hook through the first stitch. Okay, grab onto your yarn and pull it through the two hoops to make this circle. Okay, now you see this tail. Hold this tail there as you crochet, because then you're gonna weave it in and you don't have to worry about weaving it in later. And whatever little bit that's left, then you can just cut. We're gonna chain 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And in this ring, we're going to add 19 double crochets, okay? This chain 3 acts as the first double crochet for a total of 20 double crochets in the ring, okay? And this is where I will speed it up after a few of the stitches. In case you need a refresher, this is how you do your double crochet. You yarn over, stick the hook through, grab your yarn, pull it back. You have three loops on the hook, and then you're gonna yarn over again, and you're gonna pull through two loops, yarn over again, and pull through the other two hoops. So you have your chain 3. We're getting out of focus. Your chain 3 and your first double crochet. We're gonna need 18 more. Okay. Okay, you should have 20 double crochets in the circle. Okay. You can, you know, flatten it out, shape it as you want. Nice and gentle. And let's get on to the next row. This part here will flatten out. This is the part that's going to be at your neck, and this is going to be the bottom. But as we work, this is going to be the top. Okay. Hope I didn't confuse you. Okay. Now, this tail here, you can cut later on, but I hope you worked it into the ring as you crocheted, like I said to do. Okay, so now for the next row, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That chain 3 is going to act as our first double crochet, and then you're going to put a double crochet in each stitch after. Okay, so for a total of 20, including this chain 3. So you're not going to stitch into this one, you're going to stitch into this next one. Okay, so do your double crochet in each double crochet from the previous row. Okay, I got 19 in here. This last stitch here, this last chain 3 from your first row, the beginning of your first row, that also serves as a double crochet. So you're going to put it into the third stitch from the bottom. And I always have trouble with that. Just stick it in the top there, however you can get the hook in. Like, can you see what I'm doing? Okay. Okay, and then do your final double crochet. I always start flattening it from the beginning. Okay, it will flatten out, don't worry. You can also always block it. So I like to double check to make sure I have the 20 and I didn't skip something because my eyes aren't that great. I got 20. Okay, so we can go on to the next row. Next row is almost the same, just with one added step. So we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and turn your work. For this row, we're going to do double crochets plus a chain. Okay, so chain 1 to add to this chain 3 and make it actually a chain 4. And then that will act as your first double crochet, chain 1. And then for each stitch after, so you're going to start with this stitch right here, that one right there. not this one. This is the first one, and that chain 3 plus 1 chain is for that one. So you're going to start with this one. So you're going to do a double crochet, chain 1. Go into the next stitch, double crochet, chain 1. Into the next stitch, double crochet, chain 1, all the way until the last stitch. In the last stitch, you're not going to do the chain 1. You're just going to do that last double crochet. I see that it's like going in and out of focus. That can be annoying. Okay, so we're at the last stitch here, which is the chain 3 from the previous row. You're going to put your final double crochet in there. And this row is done. Let me put this yarn bowl over here. No. It's got to be over here. So as I work it, I accommodate the stitches so it can get flat. Okay. I'm going to take a break and I'll be right back. Okay, mi gente, I added more light because I noticed that my hands were forming shadows, so I hope this is better. When we're just beginning, so we're going to get into our 4th row, which is totally different than what we've been doing. We're going to be using single crochets and chain stitches, okay? So let's do that. So this is the row that's going to create. Hold on a second. This is another one that I'm working on. Also a gift. So you see these? Oops, I'm not showing you. You see these airy holes here? This is what we're going to be doing. What we're going to be doing next is going to form that. Okay. So I want you to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This is going to count as our first double crochet. And then I want you to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alrighty now. This is where it gets different. Remember the chain ones? They form these spaces. See? This is the first space. We're going to skip that first space and we're going to do a single crochet into this space right here. So this is the first space we're going to skip and we're going to put a single crochet into that second space right here. Single crochet, you just put the hook through the space, grab your yarn. You got 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, grab your yarn and pull through both loops. Pull through both loops. Okay. Now we want to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to skip this space and we're going to single crochet. I'm sorry. It keeps getting out of focus. We're going to skip this space and we're going to single crochet in here, and we're going to do that 3 times to make 3 small hoops. So we're going to have that 1 big hoop and 3 small ones, loops, if you want to call them that. They're loops. I was just pulling some thread. We're going to chain 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to skip the space and we're going to single crochet into the next space. Okay, and one more time because we need 3 of these. 3 small hoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip this space, single crochet into the next space. Okay, so we got 1 big hoop, loop, and 3 small ones. We've come to the top of our working area. Here it gets different again. We're going to do 2 loops with chain 7 stitches. So we're going to chain 7, skip a space, single crochet, chain 7. So we're going to chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember to skip the space, single crochet that loop into the next space. We're doing that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to skip that space and we're going to single crochet into that chain space right there. So you got this side with big hoop, 3 big loop, 3 little loops, and another big loop. And we're starting this side with the big loop. We're going to form 3 loops and 1 big one. Okay. We're going backwards now. We're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip that space, single crochet into that one. We're not going backwards, we're going down the other side. I don't want to confuse you. I'm going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the space, single crochet into that space there. And then we're going to do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip that space, single crochet into that space. And we have our 3 loops. And now we're going to make our final loop. What we're going to do here is we're going to make a chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we are going to make a double crochet into the 3rd chain from the bottom. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we're going to put it in there, okay? So you're going to yarn over and do your double crochet. Okay. So that row is done. Now the rest is repetition. We're going to repeat the 2 double crochet rows, the double crochet with the chain 1, all up in here. Okay. Is this better lighting? I don't know. I could see well. Hold on. My neighbor's kid is crying. This is with the flash. I'll leave it like this. I think it's a little bit extra lighting. It's better than nothing. Oh, he doesn't want to go to bed. This is his bedtime. I already learned that. Every time they put him to bed, he starts screaming like that. It's about this time. And he just doesn't want to go to bed. And hey, what kid does? But he screams, and I mean, you'd swear they're killing him. I hope they're not doing anything. No, I've already come to learn that he doesn't want to go to bed, and it's his bedtime. Okay, and I think they soothe him for a little bit, and then they leave him because he's like in there just bawling and screaming, and yeah, it'll last for about 20 minutes, and then I guess he cries himself to sleep. All right, so we're ready for our next row. So we're going to chain 3 and turn. 1, 2, 3, and turn your work. We're going to put 9 double crochets. Remember, this chain 3 always acts as your first double crochet. So altogether, there will be 10 double crochets in here, including this chain 3. So right now, since we already have the chain 3, we just got to do 9 double crochets, okay? Let me pull some yarn here. Oh, he's really pleading his case. He's just so adorable. Oh my goodness, he's really a really cute kid, but he got some lungs on him. All right, so we already got 2, so we need 8 more. Okay, so the next step is where this first small loop, we're going to single crochet into that loop. And we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to single crochet into the next loop and chain 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to single crochet into the third small loop. Okay, now there's no chains. We're going to go straight into this big loop and do 10 double crochets, straight into this big loop and do another 10 double crochets. So you're going to end up with 20 double crochets between the 2 loops, no chains in between, nothing, okay? Okay. Okay, so you should have 10 in here and 10 in there with nothing, no chain or anything in between, okay? You see how it's forming? You see all that prettiness that's starting to happen? Okay, so we're going to go back to single crocheting into the loops, single crocheting and chaining 4 into the loops. So you're going to single crochet into the first small loop, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to single crochet into the next small loop and chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do it one last time into the third loop. And then we're going to do 10 double crochets into this last big loop. No chain in between or anything. Once you do your single crochet, yarn over and go straight into your double crochet into the big loop. So we're going to do 10. 1. Okay, so we're done with that row. So you should have 10 double crochets in each large loop and 1 single crochet into each smaller loop. So you end up with 2 small loops. All right, let's go on to the next row. This little boy is really distracting me. He's just really screaming and crying. I sure picked a good time to do this video. Okay, let's never mind him, okay? So we're going to chain 3 and turn. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work. You're going to put 1 double crochet into each of these double crochets from the previous row. So you're going to end up with, you're going to do 9 more, because remember, the chain 3 serves as the first double crochet for the double crochet previously in the previous row. So we're going to start not here, we're going to start here. So not here, but here. Not here, but here, okay? So 9 more double crochets. I gotta stitch slow, because if not, it gets really out of focus when I go fast. Even though I'm going to speed this part up. I don't even know if you're gonna hear all this that I'm saying. See, it keeps getting out of focus. So now, once you do your 10 double crochets here, you have your 2 loops. You are going to single crochet into that first one, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then single crochet into the next small hoop. We come upon another cluster of, or shell of double crochet. So you're going to double crochet into each of those double crochets. Now, this here, you don't put any stitches in here. The stitch is going to be in your double crochets, okay? So we need 10 double crochets. So we double crochet into each of the previous double crochets. I didn't realize we came to the top of the workstation. So you're gonna do another 20. You're gonna do 20 double crochets up there. I didn't realize we had come to the top of it already. I forgot we're starting. Okay. So you're just gonna keep double crocheting until you have double crocheted over every double crochet of the previous row, with ending with 20 double crochets. Okay, make sure you count your work. You don't want to end up with 9 or 11 double crochets in a row, because that will mess you up. And if you don't know how to fudge it, I fudge it because it happens to me all the time. But if you're not at that level where you know how to fudge, then it's gonna come out wonky. We got 20. Now we're back to the loops, where we're gonna single crochet and chain 4, single crochet. So single crochet into the first loop, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet into the next, and then you're gonna double crochet into the last shell. 1 double crochet for each double crochet, and then double crochet into the 3rd stitch from the bottom, right in there, okay, for your last stitch. Okay, so we're done with the next row. As you go along, you can straighten it out. It will look wonky at times, but you can, do one of these. Do it gently. It looks like I'm doing it rough, but I'm really not. It's pretty, right? Kind of looks like the bottom of a skull. Ooh. Okay, let's get on to the next row. The next row is going to be our double crochet chain one. This lighting, oops, sorry. No. I think that's a little better, right? Okay. I got to figure it out. This is my first crochet video, like showing how to do something. So you got to give me some slack. Okay, so we're going to, you can chain 4 for your double crochet plus chain 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your work, double crochet into the next stitches. You're not going to double crochet into this one because we got our chain 3 plus our chain plus 1 in here. So you're going to go into this next stitch here. Double crochet, oops, chain 1. Hi, this little boy. Night night. Double crochet, chain 1. I don't know if it's gonna come out on the video. I hope not. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and you keep on going until you're done with, when you have 10 double crochets and 9 chain 1s. Because we're not going to chain 1 on the last one. No chain on that last one. Let me make sure I did 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, because sometimes I get confused when I get here and I'll do an extra one. So I always got to count, even though I counted along. But he's distracting me with his screaming and crying and hollering and begging. It's sad. I mean, your heart goes out to him, but it's bedtime. He's got to go to sleep. So we have one loop here, but we're not going to do anything to it. We're going to go straight into the next section of double crochets, the next shell, and we're going to double crochet chain 1 there. So we're not going to you know what, do the chain 1, because I notice I don't do the chain 1 and this kind of bunches on my shawls. So do the chain 1. Yeah, do the chain 1. And then we're going to go straight into doing double crochets in the next shell, okay? Just got to figure out. See, I get confused here, but this is our first double crochet. So we're going to double crochet into that one. Oops. And double crochet, chain 1. Double crochet, chain 1. We're at the top, and once again, failed to mention it. So you're going to do the 20, okay? So 10 in the first section, and then just keep going all the way till you do 20. And then we're going to do the final cluster or shell. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, whoops, chain 1, oh, I think the color is starting to change over here. It's starting to get lighter. The baby, I think, fell asleep. Whew, it's stressful to hear a child screaming like that, but I understand. They don't want to cuddle him too much, and he insists on staying up, but it's just hard to hear. Okay, anyway, let's continue. Double crochet, chain 1. Oops. I'm sorry that this is going in and out of focus. After this, I have to take a break, stretch my legs and my shoulder, because the way I'm sitting, this is not my usual crochet sitting position. Do your final double crochet. Here is where you don't do the chain 1, okay, in the last part. Now we're going to do the loops again, okay? We're going to do the loops around again. That's my favorite row. I find it's the quickest. It goes the fastest. And as this grows, you're going to have more sections of clusters, okay? There's going to be more of these until you get to this, okay? So we're going to grow by 1, I think, in 1 on each side in every 4-row repeat, okay? So we're going to chain 10. Wait, let me take my break. You take a break too, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So we're going to do, what are we up to? Oh, we got to do our loops. All right, so we're going to chain 10 and turn. Okay, chain. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I put the light overhead, but I can't really see because the light is reflecting off the screen, so I can't see what I'm doing. I could see, but I can't see. You know what I mean? It's like it's not the best view for me with the glare from the light. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what this is our chain 3 plus 7. Okay, our chain 3 being our first double crochet plus 7 chains. We're going to turn our work, and here is where we're going to skip spaces. Okay, so this is the first space. We're going to single crochet into that space there. We're going to chain 4, and we're going to do that 3 times. Okay, chain 4, single crochet, chain 4, single crochet, chain 4, single crochet. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to skip a space and chain 4. Single crochet into that space there. I'm going to do that 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the space. Single crochet into that space. Do that 1 more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, we're gonna skip that space. Single crochet. Sorry, I got a little bit confused there. We're gonna skip this space and single crochet into that space right there. I'm going to stop for a second. We come to what I call the bridge. There's a dip here, okay? Here we're going to chain 7, and it's going to skip this space. We're going to skip this large space here, this space here, and then single crochet into here. So after we chain 7, we're going to skip 1, 2, and 3. So the 2 small ones and this one big middle one, okay? And we're going to single crochet into this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, skip, 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 single crochet into that one. Uh-oh, we got some tangle. Let me pull some yarn. Now we're going to do the loops, the 3 loops again, okay? So we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip that next space, single crochet into that space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip that space, single crochet into that space. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do that single crochet one more time. Here, skip that and single crochet in there. We're up at the top of our work again. Now, you see that we added an extra section of the 3 loops. This is how it's growing. We have a big loop here, 3 small ones, big one here. We come to the top here and we're going to do our 2 big chain 7 loops. Okay, so we're going to do chain 7, skip a space, single crochet into that one right there, chain 7, skip a space, single crochet into that one right there. Oops, oops, oops. Sorry, let me catch up here. Okay. So chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember to skip and single crochet in the next space. We're going to do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skip that space, single crochet into the next space. So now we're going to repeat what we did this way. We're going to repeat it the other way. And that's how it grows. Each time you do a repeat of the 4 rows, you get an extra section with a big loop and 3 smaller loops. So you start off with a big loop, 3 smaller loops, big loop, 3 smaller loops until we come to the top of our work. And when you get to that part, you're going to do your 2 loops and start over again. So you got your 1 loop on this side, 3 loops here. When we come to the bridge, what I call the bridge, you're going to do your chain 7 and you're going to do your final 3 loops. Once you do the next repeats of double crochets and you come to do the loops again, there's going to be a 3rd repeat of a big loop and 3 small loops. Okay, let's move on. Now I'm going to fast forward this part and go on to the next one. By now you shouldn't need me. Remember to skip the spaces. Remember, we're going to skip, when we get to the bridge, we're going to skip this first small space, this big one here, and then this third one here, and single crochet here after you chain 7. Okay, we've come to the end, so you should have gotten 3 loops, a big one, 3 more loops, and end with the big one. Okay, now if you have an extra space when you get to this point, like let's say you're end with 2 spaces, that means somewhere you didn't skip a space, so you're gonna have to frog, or just skip and just do what you got to do, but somewhere along the line you got a mistake, so I would go back and frog and check where the mistake is. Okay, this is how it should look by now. Now we're going to repeat the double crochet. So you're going to, let's finish this row. Now, wait, I did an extra loop. So we end with 3 loops. We're going to do a chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and end the row with a double crochet. So you wrap your yarn around, find your 3rd chain from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, and do your double crochet. Okay, now you're going to chain 3, turn your work, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to do 9 double crochets in that first big loop, because remember, your first 3, chain 3 is your first double crochet. So we're going to do 9 double crochets in here for a total of 10. Once you do that, you're going to start your chain 4, you single crochet, chain 4, single crochet, chain 4, single crochet, chain, then you do your 10. I'm sorry, I lost it. You do your 10 double crochets here. Okay, so I'll go along with you. Single crochet into the first small hoop, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet into that one, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet into that one, no chain 4. You're done with the chain 4, so you're going to end with 2 loops. Okay, when you get to your bridge here, you're going to double crochet 10 into this loop here. 1, and you're going to keep on continuing with that same sequence. Once you do your 10 double crochets, you're going to do the single crochet in the first hoop, chain 4, single crochet in the next hoop, chain 4, single crochet in the 3rd small hoop. Then you're going to immediately go and you're at the top, so you're going to do 10 double crochet, 10 double crochet. Then you're going to single crochet into this hoop, chain 4, single crochet into this hoop, loop the second small one, chain 4, and single crochet into this one. Coming to the bridge, we're going to do 10 double crochets. And then you're going to follow the sequence again. 10 double crochets into your last one. That's when you chain 3, double crochet in every double crochet. Well, when you get here, you're going to double crochet. Oh, should I go on to the next row? I'm going to have to take a break again. I'm going to do the next row with you. I was going to end it here, but because this is getting very long, I'll do the next row with you. And okay, mi gente, I am back. It is actually the very next day. I just came home from work about 2 hours ago. Dad is fed. He's med up, med up. And he just took himself to bed. So, neighbors aren't playing music, and I'm anxious to get this done because the first the part I recorded yesterday, is over an hour long. So I got tired. It was actually an hour and a half, but after the edits that I did, and because I fast forward some parts, it cut down a lot. So it's now about an hour and 14 minutes or so. So we're going to continue. I'm going to do another, this is going to be the last segment of the video. And we're doing the double crochets after the loop row. We're doing our first row of double crochets. And I was going to end here because you can probably follow by now what you need to do. But I'll finish this row and then tell you what else you need to do, and then we'll end the video. I may have some stuff to say after, so if you're one of those that like to watch the whole video, then you'll be in on it. I mean, it's not a giveaway or anything. It's just more blah blah blah. All right, so how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we left off here, and we're going to start our single crochets inside the... How do you like this lighting? I think the lighting overhead, it's right over the camera. I think it's good, right? Do you think it's better? There's not many shadows. There's no shadows at all. And it's brighter. I think this is the best way. So anyway, y'all gonna give me some feedback after this, some honest feedback, seriously. Okay, so we're gonna single crochet into the first small loop. I keep calling them hoops. Chain 4. I lost my thought for a second. Single crochet into this second small loop. 1, 2, 3, 4 chains, and another single crochet into the third small loop. So now we do, oops, I was about to do chain 4, but no, we're going to go directly, we're at the top, so we're going to go directly into the 10 and 10 double crochets, okay? And this is where I'll speed it up. Okay, so from here on, I want you to continue the pattern. You're going to continue the same 4-row repeat until it's as big as you want it to be. Okay, that's when you stop. So if you want one that's going to hang down past your waist, that big, then I would suggest getting at least 1,000 yards. You're not going to probably need the whole 1,000 because they suggest 600 yards, but the ones I make, I can't even tell you. Wait, is there one nearby? I can't get out of here now. Hold on a minute. I'm sorry. I know you wanna. Okay, so what's the yardage on the ball in a shawl? Oh, here we go. That's 481 yards. And you know what? You don't need 1,000 yards. I think 600 yards, if you're using this will be good. Because I don't use the full second skein. As you can see, I still had plenty left of the other colorway, the purple and teal one. I had plenty left of the second skein, and it was pretty big. But I am thinking of putting two more repeats, 4-row repeats on it, because I think it needs to be longer. That one is up to the waist. It's not quite past the waist. I want it to be past the waist in the back. That's how big I like them. So if you don't like them that big, you stop where you feel you want it to be. You know what I mean? As big as you want it to be. Okay, like this is cute for a doll. All right, and let me go on to, you know what to do next. Okay, so when we do the first double crochet row after the loops, then you're going to chain 3, you're going to turn your work, and you're going to double crochet in each double crochet of the shells. You're going to single crochet into here, your chain 4, single crochet into the next small loop, then you're going to double crochet, 1 double crochet in each double crochet of the previous row in the shell. You're going to go back to your single crochet, chain 4, single crochet into the 2 small loops. We're at the top, 20 double crochet, 10 here, 10 here. Then you're going to go back down the other side, single crochet, chain 4, single crochet, double crochets in the shell, single crochet, chain 4, single crochet, double crochet here. Then you're going to do your 3rd double crochet row, but that's the one with the double crochet and a chain. So you're going to chain 4, turn your work, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. When you get to this part, you're going to have 1 loop. You're not doing anything. You're going to go from shell to shell to shell to shell. Okay, you're not doing anything into the 1 loop that you're going to have in the next row. And then you do the loops and you start all over again. So if you have any questions about this, if you have any problems, any issues, I don't know if I can help every issue that might come along, but I will try. Just email me. My email's down below. I check my email more often now because I have to. So email me if you have questions. And I'm not going to call this a crochet along. But I'll tell you what, if those of you that actually finish a shawl, send me a picture via email or however you can communicate with me. Some of you communicate with me through Messenger on Facebook. Some of you communicate with me through Instagram. So however you communicate with me, send me a picture of a finished shawl. And then let's say by April 30th, would that be fair? Well, everyone who sent me a picture, I'll put them in for a drawing for some like yarn. Okay, maybe a gift card to Michael's or your favorite yarn shop on the online, or maybe I'll send you some of my stash. I don't know. You tell me what you like. I'll order it for you and send it direct. You know, we'll figure it out. But by April 30th, if you finish a shawl, send me a picture. And then I'll randomly pick somebody. I don't know, number generator, or yeah, it would have to be a number generator. And somebody will win some yarn. Anyway, mi gente, I had a blast doing this. It wasn't easy because this is my first time doing this and I didn't realize how much was involved. You know, you have to have some data of what you're doing. Okay, you got to explain hook sizes, you got to explain the type of yarn, yardage. People were asking questions. I'm like, you know what, I didn't just go in and be bam, let's do this, you know. No, I can't do that. I like to explain stuff. I like things to be clear, and especially for people that are beginning or haven't done it in a while. I want them to be able to do it. And this is a easy enough shawl. Once you learn the 4-row repeat, it's gonna be like this, boom, 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 and you'll probably get addicted, and you'll make more. And what I'll do is, for those of you that just watched the video, to watch it while you're working on your own project, whether it be diamond painting or knitting or something else, and aren't a crocheter, but this video piqued your interest, I'll put some links down below, because anybody can learn. If you have determination and you have the drive, you can learn how to crochet, okay? There will be moments in the beginning, a lot of moments that are frustrating. I know I had quite a few moments where I almost gave up. I had people laughing at me, saying I was doing old lady stuff. And I was determined. I had the determination and I had the will. I will learn this, and I did. So I will link down below the person that I learned from. If you're interested in learning some of the basic stitches, there's a 24 video series that this person puts out, the Crochet Crowd. In case you've never heard of them, it's Mikey. It's called the Crochet Crowd. He has a team. And I learned from his videos the basic stitches, and then I took it from there, and then I learned how to read patterns and blah blah blah. Anyway, mi gente, this was a blast, but I want you to do me a favor. I want you to give me feedback on this video. What can I improve on? Do you like this lighting how it is now? Do you like how it was in the beginning? Do you like how it was in the middle? Because there was 3 different lightings that I used. Okay, I'm thinking this one is really good because I got no shadows. Everything's bright. You can see what I'm doing. Because I really enjoyed doing this video, and I'm thinking of doing more in the future, not often. Maybe I'll do the blanket that you see in videos. We can do that. If y'all want to do a crochet along doing that, I could do, because I want to make that blanket again, because I want to gift it to somebody. And that'll give me the determination and the inspiration to do the blanket again. So mi gente, thank you for joining me. If you made it this far, you're a freaking trooper, okay? You seriously rock. And I feel like I'm missing something that I wanted to say. I will link Jonna Martinez, the lady I learned how to make this from, and I will link her video down below. I will also link Woolpedia down below, because that's where you find the creator of the pattern, okay? And there's supposed to be a written pattern there, so if you like written patterns better than seeing it visually, some people like the written pattern, then it's supposed to be on there. I didn't look for it, but it's supposed to be on there. I went there for information on the creator. So, the designer, sorry. Anyway, mi gente. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about Ravelry, which, in case you didn't know about it, it's a website that you sign up with your email, give yourself like a little name like you do on Facebook or Instagram, and it's a community of knitters and crocheters where you can meet other people with the same interests like knitting and crochet, and find out about different yarns. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of patterns, which many are free, and not just bullshit patterns, really nice patterns that are free. And with those patterns, you can see other people's projects, how they look in different yarns. It's a wonderful website. So if you are interested in seeing this worked up in a certain yarn, this virus shawl has been made so many times, you might see it in the yarn that you're thinking of. So you go to the Ravelry website, you sign up, you're able to access everything. It's free. There are paid patterns, but you're paying the designer that's selling it. But the website itself is free, and you have access to so much. You can put your projects in there. You can have an album, a photo album. I have all my projects up in there. What I used, what hook you use, what yarn you use, how much yarn, notes. I mean, it's a wonderful, wonderful website, and I hope it's there as long as I'm crocheting. So check that out if you haven't already. And then you can look up the Virus Shawl and see thousands of different Virus Shawls and different yarns. There's a tab where you click yarn, and it shows you all the different yarns people have used in this pattern that have been put on that website. Okay, mi gente. So anyway, this is all for now. I hope that you are able to make this shawl based on my instruction and I did not confuse you and everything's good. Please give me feedback down below. Constructive criticism never hurts. Just don't insult me. Don't offend me. Don't tell me I suck. Because then the freaking Ricans gonna come out. No, I'm only playing. No, seriously, give me some feedback. And you know what to do. Until my next video, take care of yourselves and besos. Mwah.